Listen, man, don't be trying to do me dirty in no type of trade, King. You know what I'm saying? You, you too. Blow Yard Game podcast listeners all over the globe, guys. Welcome to a brand spanking new episode of Cap and Crown NBA podcast, man. Boy, I tell you, can we just get one day off, King? Just one day?
Nah, bro, it's crazy in
Man.
the streets.
Yeah, it's definitely crazy out here, man. Listen, we definitely appreciate y'all, man, joining us for another episode, man. Like I said, we do this every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, y'all. All NBA talk, man. If y'all been you've been sleeping under a rock the last maybe week or so, it's been a lot. It's been a lot. We're gonna be talking about it here on the show. Like I said, we got a special guest joining us. We'll get to that here in a little bit. If you guys are new to the channel, it don't matter what team you root for, man. We talk about all things NBA related over here. Right now, it's the perfect time to be talking about it. So we got a lot of trades and signings and all kind of stuff going on right now, man. So do us a favor, hit that subscribe button, y'all. Join us here for these conversations, man. No matter what team you root for. Also, too, if everybody could do us a favor, hit them likes for us today, man. That'd be much appreciated as well. Helps out the channel in more ways than you know. And also, too, if you guys have any questions, any comments addressing any of the topics that we bring up here on the show, simply add it to this comment section with a C and C in front of your question or your comment. So that way we know you're addressing us and not your fellow Glow Yard members. And if any super chats come in first, we'll address those, or I should say any super chats come in regardless, we'll address those first. All right, King. Got a lot to get into, man. That has some breaking news that dropped about a couple hours ago that shook the NBA to its core. But we're going to get to all that, man. But before we do, let's go ahead and show some love to the sponsor of the channel, man.
This I Was Told segment is brought to you by the folks over at Fanatics. Fanatics is the world's largest collection of officially licensed fan gear from all the leagues, teams, and players you love the most, including WWE. You can earn fan cash to redeem them in your orders, jersey protection for when your favorite player is traded or changes teams. They also have an unrivaled selection of authentic fan gear and Fanatics exclusives that are only available on the site. So if you need some merch and are interested in helping the channel, scan the QR code on the screen or follow the link, which is always in the description.
All right, man. Let's go ahead and thought I had a. I think we do. Let's go ahead and bring up our guest, King.
You want a drum roll?
Yes, sir. Go hit that drum roll real quick, man. Let the fuck. Little bit of baby drum roll. I like it. Let's bring up our guest, Empire Jeff. So Jeff, you showing off right here, man, with your little intro. I see you, man. It's okay.
Dude, I was like, they got all kinds of sounds popping up. You got King doing this like W Bowles over here on the radio over here, this promotion over here, like he's doing it.
Appreciate you joining us, man. Not much, man. Appreciate you joining us, man. Appreciate you joining us, man. Hey, you should know. It is off season. Off season. Your particular team has been making some moves here, man, over the last today, pretty much. They did all their moves today, but we're gonna get to all that, man. We're gonna get to all that. But before we get to that, man, we definitely got to talk about this trade that popped up earlier, man. So this is what everybody's talking about right now, man. Shock the globe, man. So let's get to it, y'all. Let's see. We can talk about a little bit of trade talk.
I'd like to report a trade.
Okay, I had a little bit of a trade that happened. Check it out, everybody. Breaking news. The Celtics received Paul George, 2 first-round picks, 2 second-round picks. The Sixers received Jaylen Brown. Well, fellas, the trade has finally happened. We've been hearing rumors, and it finally happened. Matter of fact, oh, my bad. What's happening? We have not been hearing about the Sixers name attached to him at all, which is crazy. So it finally happened. Fellas, we'll get y'all thoughts on this. Jeff, let's start with you, man. You're the guest of the hour, man. What was your thoughts, man, when you heard this news come across the interwebs that Jaylen Brown is going to the 76ers?
I mean, I'm not surprised he got traded. I'm surprised he got traded to not only a team in their conference, but a team in their division, a team that beat them in the playoffs. And And it's kind of funny because in that rant that he did his stream, he basically got traded because of a live stream. We're talking about it on a live stream. But he basically, in one sentence, basically kind of low-key bashes his own teammate in a way, and then bashes his future teammate and Embiid with the flopping in that same stream that probably got him traded. But I don't know about you guys, but this to me screams like Boston just wanted him out. Like for what you got for him, a guy, an MVP candidate, a finals MVP of a couple of years ago, a top tier player in this league. He's up there. He's a solid player. And to trade him to Philly and for what they got back, like Paul George at 36, you got Palmdale P up in there now in Boston. Like it just doesn't, I don't know, man. I find it hard to believe that, if you're talking about this 6 months ago, that's the best trade package you can get for Jaylen Brown. And Brad Stevens doesn't make bad trades, so this has to be the best offer they got. And to me, it just seems like they just didn't want him there. And I never heard Tatum throughout any of this come out and back him, say, I want to play with him, I want him to stay here, or vice versa, Brown about Tatum. So I think this is like a breakup of the organization, a breakup of his co-star, just a breakup of everything. And they just wanted him out. You can tell by the deal they took.
Well, what you think, King?
This is actually my first time seeing the details of the trade. I wanted to wait to the show to actually see what was the breakdown. So I knew that he got traded for Paul George. First, I knew he got traded early in the day, and then I found out a little bit before the show that he got traded for Paul George. And now I'm seeing it as for 2 first rounds and 2 second rounds as well. This smells a lot like Brad Stevens trying to be Danny Ainge. As far as like, getting the picks and all of that type of thing for your guy. And maybe if Philly is bad or, not as good as it's supposed to be, go through turmoil, especially with Joel Embiid coming up next. Maybe something to happen where you got good picks and you maybe to pick up somebody in the draft. I don't know. But I think this is actually better for Philly on the Philly side because Jaylen Brown, Paul George was lovely in his role last year. Like he took a step back and kind of played when he played on the court. To a standard that he needed to be. You've upgraded that position now. Like Jaylen Brown now is where Embiid doesn't have to do as much. You feel me? Like now it's okay. We talk about Embiid and him maybe taking a step back even further. He may be closer to the end than the beginning, real close. But you got Jaylen Brown now, who's a bona fide number 2 who can be a number 1 at any time. And then you got 2, stars or budding stars at least between Tyrese Maxey and then the second year of VJ. We know he's going to be something special as well. And VJ beside Jaylen Brown, man, and Maxey getting steals and all too. Like that backcourt just in general is going to be ridiculous. If Joel Embiid can give you anything defensively, they're going to be a championship contender. So I don't know, man. I think, like I said, Brad Stevens just trying to be the smartest guy in the room probably with this trade. They wanted to get Jaylen Brown out of there, obviously. Still, I can't believe they wanted to do that. But I still think it's deeper than basketball with Jaylen Brown. But yeah, man. Shout out to the Celtics. I mean, I guess they got what they can get for him. I mean, they really couldn't do much. We already knew it was going to be the end after you went for what was that, Giannis, and that all happened. Everybody knew it was going to happen, so they got what they could get. But shout out to Philadelphia, like y'all said, I wasn't expecting this, and they got it done. This is actually the East. I was talking to you, bro, yesterday, I think, about the East being crazy now, bro. Like this East is just wow. They just building up, bro. So yeah, it's a good move for Philly.
Both of y'all kind of was dancing around what I was about to say. They could have had a better deal, and a lot of people are killing Brad Stevens for this reason. You could have got Giannis, a younger player, a better player. You know what I'm saying? Like you were close, Jeff. I thought you were going to touch on that part of the whole situation, with the whole Giannis thing. It's like you decided to go out for a 36-year-old Paul George, like King just who has not been healthy since God knows when. I think he missed 25 games last year or more than that last
suspension.
Year. Not only the suspension, but for injuries and all that stuff, right? So he missed. I think he missed. We played like 30-some games last year or something like that.
I don't know, but he was. Yeah, he played
like
pretty well
games.
As far as like his health. It was mainly for the suspension though. But yes, he didn't play. He wasn't available.
And so, like you said, this definitely is an upgrade. Which is like I'm with you, Jeff. This just sounds crazy to me. It's like this is what you settled on. You could have had Giannis, and y'all could have been in contention right now with Giannis on the team. right?
What,
And so
what was the exact trade for Giannis, bro? I'm sorry. Wasn't it somebody else they wanted to hold on to or something? Some
yeah,
crazy name?
Gonzalez.
Yeah,
Hugo
yeah,
Gonzalez.
I'm
Because
out.
folks bringing that up too. So it's like, I mean, look, it's not my team. Go ahead, Jay. What you gonna say?
Yeah, and the thing is, it's not even it's really only one guaranteed first pick, like first round pick. The other first isn't guaranteed and can just relay to something else. Like it's
That's
one
crazy.
guaranteed first
So
round
second
pick.
or whatever.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's the craziest part about it. And the Giannis thing, like I said, it just the reason, like there's two different ways to look at this, and because I'm going with the perspective of they wanted him out of there, I didn't touch on the Giannis thing initially because there's people saying that it's a money move, it's an apron move, and I don't think that's the case because they were in on the Giannis thing, right? And I don't think it was the money thing. I don't think they were doing it for the money. And here's the thing: they could have moved him. They could have moved him to the Lakers for that package that they got for Kessler, and that would have been a way better deal for them because they didn't have to take back Paul George's money, right? They could have the Lakers could have just hooked Jaylen Brown, right?
Yeah,
and gave picks to give off it and then free up that space for Boston, right? So like to me, it just doesn't. Now, granted, the Lakers, we'll get into that later, but what I'm saying is like I don't necessarily believe this to be financial. I get this to be just like that Tatum and the organization just had enough with him just being really emotional and just kind of blowing up and this is what he's putting out publicly. Imagine what they've seen behind the scenes, right? So they're probably like, look, if this is what we can get now, we got to get him out of here before we can't get anything, right? And stuck with that money. And he wants an extension. That's probably going to start getting ugly. But
did you hear how much the extension will be if he gets it?
It's crazy because he's a supermax.
Yeah, it's stupid because he was already making like 70 million already this last year.
Yeah, it'd be 71 plus. Whatever that is.
Biggest deal in the
league. He should though. As he should. He should want his money.
He should want his money.
I mean, everybody gonna get the max and all that. That's what the max becomes. He should want his money.
He should want his money. I just don't know if a team's gonna give Jaylen Brown a deal starting at 71 million.
They probably not, but some team. I mean, Boston gave it to him. You feel me with that deal with his last year was 70 million. He kind of played to that. You feel me? So,
and they're dumping him as you know what I mean.
Yeah,
so I don't know if it's maybe it's a combination, right? Maybe it's a combination. They're probably you're not worth the hassle at this money. You're bashing our best player. You want to be number one. You refuse to be number two. The things you said about this was your favorite year ever when your best player was out. Like he just did some really suspect stuff, and I think that's why. And I think Milwaukee may have even got scared off there a little bit when they started fact checking and going. Because like I said, the things that we see publicly is just what we see publicly. You know, who knows what's going on behind in the locker room and closed doors, that hasn't leaked out yet.
So let me ask you a question real quick, Jeff, as far as with the Tatum and the Brown thing. No matter what you think as far as who may have been the better player like before, like I'm even one on the Jason Tatum, bandwagon as far as Jason Tatum's pound for pound a better player between them two when he played and he was healthy. Do you think Jason Tatum will ever be as good as Jaylen Brown is right now again?
That's a fair question.
Or last year?
They gambling on his health right now.
That's what I'm saying. Like that's
yeah.
They were already close enough. Like you feel like they were kind of the closest star pairing where it's like, all right, maybe he's just above him or whatever like that. Do you think Jason Tatum ever gets better than Jaylen Brown?
Well, there's two things here. For that, that's a good question, and I had to think about that for a second. And here's the thing: I think that everyone's out here talking about how motivated Jaylen Brown is going to be because of the trade package and how they basically dumped him. But I don't think people are talking about how motivated Jason Tatum is going to be. So I'm going to say yes. I think Jason Tatum will still be the better player because he's more talented. He doesn't rely on some of the stuff that Jaylen Brown needs to go like Jason Tatum is out there seeking contact. He's not out there. He takes long twos. He's going to take threes. He's going to do that. But I think his style of play and his game, depending on who else they try to move and work in there. Now he has a guy who's going to clearly defer to him in Paul George and his other guys that he's playing with. So I think there's they kind of had that. There were times where it was kind of like Miami, Bron, Wade, right? Okay, you go get yours, or Bron and Kyrie, like you go get yours. Now I'm gonna get mine. Now he's clear cut. Like there's no 1A, 1B, or like 1 and high 2 here. This is like 1, and like Paul George is like technically a third option at this point, probably stepping up to a 2. So I think Tatum is gonna get kind of similar to what we might see like Luka be on, right? Like it's just he's eating first, second, and third, and because of that, I think he has a chance to still be better than Jaylen Brown.
I get scared because I know one of the weaknesses in Jason Tatum's game is falling in love with the, like you said, those long twos and doing a bunch of stuff. And if you lose any athleticism off that first step and all of that with an Achilles injury and all, you falling in love probably with more of those long twos and jump shots and all. And I'm like, I get worried, but I hope the best for him. I just know Jaylen Brown showed off last year, and this might be the piece for Philadelphia on the low. Like, he's a champion. You feel me? Like, this is a finals MVP and all of that. This is a guy when you need finals experience, still in his prime of his career, that's playing. That's one of the best number twos of all time. Let's call it what it is.
A couple things. One, you good. This is gonna open up the floor for Maxey.
Yeah,
this is gonna open it up for him. 2, this is going to elevate VJ, like you said earlier. 3, this is going to make Joel Embiid's life so much easier, bro. To where, remember we talked about it, King. Remember during the playoffs when Joel came back, it felt like he kind of had to do a carrying job a little bit, and it felt like Maxey kind of deferred to him, and he was kind of that offensive hub for them or whatever, right? And we know how his health is and all that stuff. Now, like you said, they can use him sparingly now. Keep him healthy because you got a guy that can be a number one option now.
Yeah.
You know, like you said, Jeff, you'll come in motivated. You know what I'm saying? He could take over games for you. So that those times when they played New York last year and they were kind of no, they played New York in playoffs, right?
They did, yeah, and they got swept.
Yeah. And so those moments where they were kind of stagnant on offense, especially there in the fourth quarter, you're gonna have a guy that can help you close now. You have a consistent closer, especially in the mid range. He's just stupid in the mid range. You know what I mean? So
no disrespect. But Maxey better than Ben Simmons ever got to. You feel me? Like, I think Ben Simmons' potential was better than Maxey, but as far as Maxey's better than him, I think Jaylen Brown is. I think Jaylen Brown's better than.
Who'd you say, King?
I'm sorry. He's supposed to be coming back, but that's a different.
No. I said you said who better than Ben Simmons?
Maxey. Oh, did I say Kleber? I said that first.
No, you said.
I just heard you say Maxey.
Maxey. Okay,
you know his name. DT fine. Continue.
Oh, okay. I'm about to say I didn't say Kleber. Did I hold up? I was. Ooh, you had me scared there. But Tyrese Maxey, he's better than Ben Simmons, and then you got Jaylen Brown now, who I believe, no disrespect, is better than what's his name, Jimmy Butler. And Jimmy Butler overachieves and all that, but I think Jaylen Brown's better than Jimmy Butler. You got VJ, who we saw last year. I think already next year can be better than Tobias Harris. So you feel what I'm saying? Like, Joel Embiid just got to kick it into gear, man. Like, with this team, he got a team right now. Fall back, do what he can do. I'm more worried about the defensive side as far as Joel Embiid, his rebounding and defense.
Yeah.
That was bad last year as far as that. But I mean, they got a chance to then get one good year, Joel Embiid, man. But that's always a what if with Joel Embiid. I hate what if stories, but it is what it is.
Right.
Didn't they pick up a backup center? Or am I tripping?
They still
got Paul Reed.
They got Wade. They got Wade from Cleveland, right? They got Wade. No, I'm trying to think their additions. Wade, Brown. I'm trying to think if they got.
They still, what's his name from last year? What's his name? Rebounding. Mr. Rebounding. Andre Drummond. Is it Drummond?
Wait, I think Drummond went to where did he go to, bro? He signed a 2-year deal.
Oh, they don't have no backup center.
Drummond was harping about not taking minimums anymore.
They don't have no backup center. You saying? Oh man, that just made everything change.
Unless Bonner gonna take that next step. But I mean, you want to gamble on that?
I don't.
You want to gamble on that? I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, remember, Embiid not gonna play 82 games, so you need somebody who can really fill in for his spot, right? Whenever
you know who I got.
So,
you know how to try to get for the low. DeAndre
Robinson. Oh,
Sixers. Just if we don't got no backup, I'd have tried. Tried to get him.
Did they pick up Jackson Hayes?
No, he went to Utah.
Oh, Utah. Oh, yeah. You're right. He did go to Utah. Yeah, bro. Yeah. But yeah, we can turn the page here, man. Let's get into this Laker free agency, fellas. Well, here's your team, Jeff. Trade alert. Y'all got Walker Kessler in a trade. This is what y'all gave up for him. The 2031 unprotected first, 33 unprotected first, 28 first round swap, 30 first round swap. So pretty much 4 first rounds, bro, for Walker Kessler. Shout out to Danny Ainge.
And Austin Ainge.
We can get to the rest of and Austin Ainge. Yeah, I forgot about him. Let's get to. We're gonna get to the rest of the moves here in a minute. But let me just get your initial thoughts on Walker Kessler, Jeff.
I mean, this is what it was going to take to get him. You weren't going to get him on an offer sheet unless your option was this. You go out and you offer him his max at like $42 million a year for 4 years, because Utah probably doesn't match that, or you offer him 31.5, 32 in his first year, and you got to give up assets to get him. So depending on which way you're looking at it, they had to get him. Like they kind of had to. You basically give Braun, and we'll touch on that, but basically you free up the space, and you're freeing up the space in a year where there's not a lot of guys out there to get, and your two guys you're targeting the most are both restricted free agents, and the more attainable one was more likely going to be Kessler, because Detroit was telling everyone that they were going to match and not do a sign and trade. So I think you had to go get him. And I think they stepped up the price on the assets to make sure that they weren't paying him and Austin Reeves $42 million a year each. So from that standpoint, I like it. And matching him with, I think we're going to see the best we've ever seen out of him, because he's going to be playing with Luka. And just look at all the bigs that he's played with and the contracts that have been made off of that. He's going to turn him into something like an all-star caliber center numbers wise, right? The rim running, the shot blocking. He's going to be able to get between 17 to 20 points just playing with Luka. So to me, in today's NBA, starting big, a guy that Luka, I think people also got to understand that Luka was demanding a big, right, in this offseason, basically saying, I need a top tier big that we can acquire. And, they go out to get him. And the only thing I don't love about this is that graphic you got there is we see those picks that they're getting. The pick swaps I'm not too worried about, because I think the Lakers are going to, for the most part, have a better record than them. I think just Luka and Austin alone is enough to get you to like a 6 seed in the West. Playoffs is where they run into trouble with those two without, the depth. So I'm not really worried about the pick swaps. I'm not even necessarily worried about those 2 picks, because if I'm guessing right, those are going to be like well out of the lottery, right? But what does concern me is what we were talking about, how you had Stevens was kind of trying to be like Danny Ainge and trying to be the smart one there. Well, this is Danny Ainge, and not only does he have those
the real Danny Ainge
2 picks, not only does he have those 2 picks and those 2 pick swaps, but they also own the 27 Lakers top 4 protected. So your whole draft,
they got all your picks.
Your whole draft belongs to Utah, and this is what Danny Ainge has been trying to get. He's been trying to get the Lakers' entire draft. He got a piece of it when that trade in 2023. He was trying to do it for marketing. He was trying to get 2 picks for marketing. The Lakers didn't take it. He was trying to get 2 picks and Austin Reeves last year for Kessler. The Lakers didn't take it. And he finally got the 2 picks that he's been trying to get for 2 years from the Lakers. And the Lakers finally got the center they've been trying to get for a while. So on that alone, I like it. If you didn't have Luka as your point guard, I'd be a little less excited about it, but I think he's a really good type of big to play with Luka, especially some of the other additions that they got, and we'll touch on that after.
Okay, let's go through the rest of these, and then we're gonna get Jeff's thoughts on them. There's a lot of news dropped for the Lakers, so check this out. Your boy King DeAndre Ayton will pick up his $8.1 million player option to stay with the Los Angeles Lakers for the 26-27 season. So not only that, here's all the additions that y'all have for your team right here, man. So Coach just said Walker Kessler, he got a $130 million contract for 4 years. Got Quentin Grimes, Quiznos for the Glow Yards here. $60 million for 4 years. This is my guy right here, man. Sandro Memu Skidis Beasley. He got $52 million for 4 years. And then, of course, Colin Sexton, 19 for 2. So these are the people that were in. We just named off. Here are the people that were out. I'm going to get your thoughts here in a minute, Jeff, on like which ones were you kind of disappointed that left or weren't disappointed with. Of course, I think Kennard signed with
Phoenix.
Yeah, he signed with Phoenix, yeah. Rui might be going to the Spurs. We don't know where LeBron going yet. And then right now, Marcus Smart is tied to the Houston Rockets. Yeah,
they said he signed 2 years.
Oh, they did get him. Okay.
Yeah. I think Rui's going to Detroit because Tobias went to.
Ooh.
What you say?
Sorry.
Hold on,
Yeah, I
Jeff.
think
Hold on.
Yeah,
Say it again, Jeff. Where
I
you
think
going?
Rui's. I think Detroit right now has the inside him. Tobias went to San Antonio, so
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he did. You right.
Yeah.
You right.
Yep.
You
Yeah, so
right. Okay.
so
Okay.
I think Rui makes a lot of sense for Detroit, and Detroit makes a lot of sense for Rui. So I think
Yeah,
that's
I like
gonna
that
be it.
pickup.
That's a good move. That's a real good move.
That's a good move. I agree, bro. That's a great move. So let's see what else we got here, y'all. So check this out. So it said the Lakers do not have a tradable first round draft pick over the next 7 years after the sign and trade for Walker Kessler. I'm gonna definitely get your thoughts on that, Jeff. We want to say something?
Oh no, my fault. Go ahead.
LeBron James and the Los Angeles Lakers did not see eye to eye on what it meant to compete for a championship. So that's what's been going around. Your boy AD has some stuff to say here, man. He left a little comment on somebody's post talking about Anthony Davis practically begged Rob Pelinka to get him a center alongside him for years. Rob didn't budge. AD got backdoored. LeBron low-key got backdoored, and now he want to be a competent GM. Now that the duo that won you a championship is gone, you can't make this issue. And of course, Anthony Davis laughed at that. It didn't last but not least, y'all. The Lakers now have, of course, no tradable first round picks for over the next 7 years after signing Walker Kessler. Los Angeles is now also committed, y'all, to $475 million between Luka, Austin Reeves, and Walker Kessler. Well, let our resident LA fan take it away. What you want to tackle first, Jeff?
Yeah, there was a lot of them there. Let's talk about the additions because obviously we just talked about Rui going to Detroit, so he's out of there. So we're talking about the additions of what you lost versus what you replaced with. Honestly, like when you go out and you have Austin Reeves and you have Luka, it's going to be really hard to keep someone like Rui around who doesn't rebound and doesn't defend, but he can shoot. And for his position, he can shoot lights out. The one that stings probably most for me is Luke Kennard, for the simple fact that the Lakers have traded for shooters almost every year, and as soon as they get them, they all of a sudden can't shoot anymore. And Kennard they got, and he was able to do it. Yeah. And to lose him for $13 million, that one bothers me a little bit.
Yeah, I saw it. I was like, why you didn't sign him back for that? Like, what, like 2 for 13 or something like that?
Yeah, two for 13. And again, the only reason is because you got all this money committed to Luka and Austin, and you got to probably try to get some wing defenders, but the problem is they didn't get the wing defenders, right? So if you go ahead and you're moving, you're letting Rui go, and you're letting these other players go, letting Kennard go, and you ended up with like a 3-and-D wing, a guy that okay, maybe he shoots 33-34%, but he can lock you down. All right, cool. Then you're gonna offset a little bit of the shooting for the defense because you're gonna need that, right? But they didn't do that. So when you get Grimes, when you get Sexton, and you get these guys aren't like lockdown defenders. You know what I mean? You know, Grimes shoots, above 30%. Mamu shoots, is a stretch big. So the shooting is there. Like you got the shooting, and Colin Sexton is a lightning rod. He's going to be inconsistent at times, right? He competes, but he's not that good of a defender either. He's borderline like Jordan Clarkson-ish, right? Mm-hmm. So better than him at this point, but he's also played with Kessler, though, so I think that had something to do with it. But when you look at these guys that they let go, and obviously LeBron, right? Obviously LeBron James, and when he's gone, and Marcus Smart. So when I look at these, obviously Kessler is the upgrade, and getting a stretch big is the upgrade. Having Ayton now as your backup, which I do like. I don't love him as a starter for this year, but you got Andre Ayton at $8 million as a backup center. I'll take that, and I don't think they're moving him because of that. Marcus, Jackson. So Marcus Smart and Kennard are the two that probably stung the most for me because I think you could have made that work, especially Marcus Smart. If you knew you weren't going to get a wing, the Marcus Smart thing, unless he just really wanted to go to Houston, unless he wanted to just go back to Texas. Like if that's just he decided, towards the end of my career, this is where I want to go. I played with Udoka before, right? Like maybe that was just what he had. Maybe he just made up his mind. Maybe it didn't come down to anything other than that. So, but that's where I'm at with that. So the Walker Kessler thing, the rest are kind of like wait and see, man. You got to wait and see how they all fit because I don't know where the wings are here. Who's your power forward? You got a pretty decent big man lineup now, right? Go with Luka. That's what he asked for, and you've got Luka and you've got AR, and Grimes had a good year last year, and Colin Sexton can get buckets, and like I said, Sandro was solid, but I just where's our wing? You know what I mean? We're gonna be really relying on Carr and there are all these dudes to really have breakout years in year 1 and year 2, and that's asking a lot for these guys to do.
Is this it, Jeff? Is this it?
For
you
the
see more
Lakers?
moves being made? You heard anything?
Well, there's things they could do, like depending, like let's say, I don't think he fits anymore, but let's say the Lakers, like, you know what, we just want to make another run at Rui. You can waive and stretch. You can waive and stretch Vando to get an additional $7 million off what you already have below the cap, not below the cap, below the tax, and then the first apron, and maybe you can make a last minute run at him. I don't think that's going to happen though. Maybe there's a trade that goes down, and one of those guys that get traded for gets bought out, and the Lakers can make something happen there. But as right now, I don't know where they pivot, where they go. They already used their exception. They're over the cap.
The trade.
So
pieces.
So they took a sign and trade in, so they're hard capped at the first apron.
Yep.
So I don't know what they could do other than minimum guys really right now at this point. And I think what you're going to see now is, okay, we saw the Clutch and LeBron get these guys, get the Clutch guys on the minimum to come play for a year, and then maybe they stay, or whether they didn't, the Malik Monks and stuff like that. We'll see, what happens with EAA and Luka connect for the minimum. So are guys going to want to come play in LA with Luka for a minimum? For guys that aren't going to be able to get their money this year, are they going to come to LA because they have 2 spots left? And I think it's safe to say that there's at least at worst a 50-50 chance that wherever LeBron goes, that Bronny might be traded there. So that frees up a spot, but not necessarily money. So that could lead to 3 minimum contracts there. So I don't foresee anything coming like in the next couple of days. Really, I think they're done as far as like the majority of the roster, because they don't have anything to give a team to take Vando, right? And I don't think teams are going to give you a bunch for Ayton. And even if they did give you something you like, he's only $8 million, so you can't really bring a bunch back for him. So for him at $8 million, that's a bargain at this point, So I don't know why they would move him when he would be a solid backup big. So I think they're kind of stuck right now with this, and with no picks to get off anything. I think this is who they're gonna be, man. For right now, I think that starting 5 is just gonna look like the Texas Christian of Glory Road starting lineup there, man, for the foreseeable future here.
Jesus, man, you got to think, King. You want to ask?
I was not really asked. I just wanted to add on, really, to what you said. I love you, Jeff. I love Luka. Got the jersey on. If Joker don't decide to come to LA, I think it's a wrap, man. A couple of things that I always think about when I think about team building. One, if you're going to make a big 3, like if you're going to put your money into a big 3, that big 3 better be the big 3 where you point at them and say, that big 3 going to lead me to a championship. I don't see that with the Lakers. 1. 2, I feel like you can overpay for one guy. And I feel like y'all overpay for Austin Reeves. But I don't think you can overpay for 2 guys. And I feel like you overpaid for Walker Kessler. Luka's going to eventually be up for that contract. We talk about Jaylen Brown and all making that money. Luka about to make that money as well. With these picks, I also don't see, like you say, what's his name? Danny Ainge got y'all for all y'all picks. There's nothing y'all can do other than swaps, and you got to worry about the swaps first to trade the pick or whatever. I don't even see anything y'all can use to trade for like another player. Like I don't even see y'all getting a Herb Jones anymore or something like that. Like there's who you trade for and what do you trade for Herb Jones or whatever like that. Like
you can't.
You can't. And I'm sitting here looking like, man, Walker Kessler is great. He's going to best year of his career with Luka. Do I think he's going to look better than a Derek Lively offensively? I don't think so. I don't think he's fit. Like, I don't think he's athletic enough, and he doesn't like shoot the ball at all. I'm worried. I was worried yesterday when I heard him talk to TMZ, and they were asking him about LeBron and all, playing with LeBron. He's like, I'm mad LeBron gone. I'd love to play with him. I'm like, oh, they got Walker Kessler. He's gonna go meet with them, and it's a wrap. I already know. And then today I hear, yep, they got Walker Kessler. I know Jaylen Duren was out there as well, and I'm like, I know Luka wants a center, but this is the time where I actually think Rob Pelinka, because of all the mistakes he said he made already, should have just sat and just, I know it would have sucked and been like, man, or made a 1-year deal. Try to do something where it's like, it's not done yet, Luka, but I don't want to go all the way out, because I really don't think you should have paid for Jaylen Duren either. I don't think he's the perfect center for Luka.
He's not a max guy. Yeah,
he's not a max guy either. That's what I'm saying. You don't want to pay what he does. So I really think with Luka, and especially if you're going to overpay Austin Reeves, you need an anchor center. You need an anchor, a guy like that's going to be, he's my defender guy. I'm going to sit him there, and even if he's not scoring 20 points a game or whatever, his job is to be the max player anchor of my defense, then where I can make everything like a Rudy Gobert, where I make Utah look good defensively and everybody look good because I stand there or whatever like that. I don't know. I know what Walker Kessler, he does with injuries as well. They say he's great. I just don't know if he's an anchor defensively. I know he's good defensively, and I know he can do blocks and all that type of stuff, but I don't know if he really is the guy where he makes everybody else better defensively. Like, if guys go past Luka, he's going to be the guy to just block all the shots and be like, man, I'm just going to be so athletic while I do this. I don't know. And maybe he does, and he takes another step. He's still young, but this is tough, man. And I don't see athleticism around Luka either. Like, even when they went 2024, you had DJJ, PJ Washington, and all that type of stuff around. Shout out to Quentin Grimes. I think that's a good pickup for you. He's gonna help on the wing. It's gonna be a tough job for him because he's gonna be the only person out there defended. But yeah,
I like Memo Skillis Beatty too, man.
Yeah,
I like him. The only thing, two things. One, I don't think he should be starting. I think he'd be a nice rotation piece. Two, he is what Mad fans thought Maxi Kleber was.
Maxi Kleber,
Yeah, I like him for Toronto, man. When I saw y'all was picking him up, I said, okay, I like that move. I actually like him. He's tough. He can defend. You know what I'm saying? He does like the little intangible things that you don't see in the box scores. You know,
right?
I'm saying he does the little dirty work and stuff like that. You need a guy like that, and like he said, he can stretch the floor. You know what I'm saying? So you need a guy like that too. But like I said, it'd been nice to have, just a guaranteed guy in front of him. He's not a bad starter, you know what I'm saying, but I just don't feel like he's not that kind of starter where it's like, okay, he's in the starting lineup that elevates your starting lineup. You know what I mean? So, yeah, I'm with King, Jeff. Me and him been talking about this all off season, and we've been talking about how nervous we were because, for one, I don't know why Rob Pelinka promised Luka this as if like he just gonna go out here and shake the world and this is what we got. You know what I mean? It's like.
I don't. The thing is, with the whole thing with the promised Luka thing, I think the whole thing with the promised Luka thing was that this was going to be your team in 2026, right? Like, we're gonna but I think Luka knew what was on the free agency list that year, right? Like, I mean, I don't think that they said, look, we're gonna go get, we're gonna bring in 2 all-stars in 2026. I don't think that was relayed. I think it was like, look, we'll sign guys that we can move if we have to. Like, because you can move Austin and you can move Kessler. And the thing is, I don't think they just overpaid for 2 people. I think they overpaid for just about everyone except for maybe Sexton. I think all of them got overpaid.
There you go. Do you think that hurts, Jeff, to continue, like, as far as the trade value later on? Say Walker Kessler has even last year or a regression from when he had his best year. Say he just had a trouble year. You don't think it'd be hard to trade him then with that contract?
I mean, it's a risk for sure. I just think my biggest thing with him is going to be his health. If he is healthy, I don't see how he's not a 2010 guy. I just don't see it. Ooh. And you can move a 2010 guy. I mean, if you look at some of the bigs that have played with Luka, the bigs that have played with Chris Paul, just look at some of these dudes, right? And to me, there's no reason a 24-year-old big that I don't see how he's not in the range of 20 and 10. I just don't see it. And if it comes down to maybe you don't have the picks, well, you just gave 2 picks for him, and he actually starts putting up those numbers that the potential got him paid for with a year or 2 less on that deal, when the cap is spiking up and you got dudes making 60, 70 mil and you got the cap spiking upward, I think there's a little forward thinking here. And I'm not saying it's Rob that's doing it, but they did add more resources to the organization. So I think they looked at the landscape. I think they looked at what was out there. I think they looked at a guy who was coveted, a guy that a lot of people wanted but didn't have the real means to get. The Lakers had the cap space, so they could kind of go out there and look, I can throw down an offer sheet. We could do it. No other team really had that. So I like all of these players independently. I like Kessler. I like Grimes. I like Sandro. I like Sexton. I like all of these guys.
Mm-hmm.
But all those guys together on this team, like I think these guys, like if these guys were on different teams with athletic guys, and I just don't know about all these guys being the additions for the Lakers. But again, these are guys that you could probably move. Like a Grimes, you can move. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Sexton, you can move. And if AR and Kessler, play anywhere near what they're capable of, then you could get out of this whole thing. Like if you could, I mean, this sounds crazy, right? But let's say when Rob's done, Genie's out, and the new people come in, and like, okay, we're wiping everything clean, right? You could even blow Luka out. You know what I mean? Like you could build an entire war chest and start from scratch if you had to with what they have right now, I think. And I think that may be, what's on their mind. And if you figure you got something that you can't fix and you can't get right and you're worried about Luka, you can move him and you can get a haul and get guys to take one of these other guys with them. So that's obviously a doomsday scenario, and I don't think they should be acting, to that, going down the plan for that. But that's something you have in your back pocket. And Kessler is a guy that is going to make or break the future for this team. And that is very, very risky. But
is he ready for that? That's Big Annie in LA. You feel me?
I don't know. He didn't do well in the Olympics. He didn't do well in the Olympics.
I feel like you're a little higher on him than myself and Rel. Like, I have a follow-up question to the question I asked before then. Do you think he's better offensively than Jaylen Duren?
No, but he's better defensively.
Yes, he's better defensively.
And that's what they need.
You don't think he's better? And you see Jaylen Duren last year was what, a 19 and 10 guy. That was with baby Luka, with Cade Cunningham beside him. And I feel like Jaylen's better offensively. So that's why I worry about. Walker Kessler feel like an upgraded Mike Tobey if you watch the Olympics and all. Like jeez, man.
It was over 2 years ago. He was very young. My only thing, again, he's baby Luka, but he's not Luka. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And right. what I'm saying is, I'm trusting that Luka's greatness, and even AR's ability to go downhill. Right. You know what I mean? It's not just Luka, like AR's ability to get to where he wants to get to. I think, his ability and the offensive putbacks. And I think Kessler, I think Kessler is a guy that I'll be shocked if he's not 20 and 10. My only real concern is he going to be healthy? If he's healthy, I think he's going to be a 20 and 10 guy. And if you get a 20 and 10 guy, you got it.
Yeah. You're going to get the 10, like the 10, you're going to probably get your 2 blocks and all of that. I just saw Luka play with DeAndre Ayton, and I still think DeAndre Ayton a better offensive player than Walker Kessler. You feel me? Like
low motor.
It is. Yeah, I don't know if Walker Kessler got a motor. You feel what I'm saying? Like it's just question marks, Jeff. Is what I'm saying.
I hear you.
I don't know enough about concerns. Walker to be like,
right?
Man, are you athletic enough to be finishing the rim? Luka like throwing lobs,
right?
You feel me? And Walker Kessler, like I putbacks, no, he's gonna be doing that, like cleaning up the glass. But is he gonna be catching them lobs that Luka like throwing when you like go jump?
Right. Like, I mean, I've got concerns. I'm not going to sit up here and act like it almost felt like, when we were sitting here and we got the news for the Westbrook trade and everyone was going, I'm like, I don't know. I don't know. I remember my boy hit me. He was like, "Oh, you got Westbrook." And I was like, "Yeah, man, I don't know." And he's like, "Oh, you don't sound excited." Like, this isn't that. This is going to be either great or terrible. This isn't going to be anywhere in between. I don't know which way it's going to go. I don't know. I don't have the answers for that. I don't know which way it's going to go. But your star wanted this guy, right?
Yeah.
It was an uphill battle because he was restricted, and you can't give this guy $42 million just so hopefully that Utah doesn't match. And Duren was a guy they were going at. They were going to have a second meeting with him. But he wants a full-fledged max on a sign and trade. So he wants a 5-year max, and they got Kessler 5th year. Yeah, and they got Kessler, for way less than that. And
I just wish Rod would have waited to take his final swing.
The problem is there was just so much pressure to do something with Braun leaving and the time. There wasn't a lot of guys out there. There wasn't a lot of things you could really do. The Lakers couldn't punt again. They've done that too many times. They just can't do it. And you know, if Joker comes out and then thinking the Joker thing, like I don't even look at that as like a savior. Like I'm gonna sit. I was talking about this last night. We're gonna have a 33-year-old Joker and Luka. Like that's gonna be even worse defensive team. Like you know what I mean? Like I love Joker. He's an all-time great and he's a superstar and a real superstar, not one of these guys they label superstars. But a 33-year-old Joker and you're gonna give him a 4-year deal and like I said, to me, I don't know if that's not the answer to me. You know what I mean?
No, you still need wings. You need DJJs.
Which is what I was about to say too. I think for me, Jeff, I would have felt more comfortable if I know King always throw his name out there. If I had like a AG, you know what I'm saying, Aaron Gordon next to Walker Kessler, you know what I'm saying, to have some type of athleticism back there to kind of combat with
his deficiencies.
You know
the forward is a problem. The 4 is a problem right now.
Yes, and I think that's really what my hang up is. I agree with everything y'all saying. Like I said, me and King been saying that. I'm just not. I know they were screaming Walker Kessler pretty much all off season, and I was like, that's just not. That doesn't move the needle for me.
Yeah, I'm like you're picking from the last of the bunch. That's what I feel like. You just like, oh.
I forgot what example you used, King, but when you were saying an anchor, right? We're talking about now I know not everybody's like this, but I'm just using him as an example. Like Wemby can clean up a lot of deficiencies on that team pretty much single-handedly, right? Oh, we can use Rudy Gobert. We always talk about it all the time. People don't remember that, but at Utah, they didn't have a lot of wing, like, you know, just top-notch wing defenders and guards and stuff like that. But Rudy was on that team just by himself, elevated that team to like a top 10 rated defense. You know what I'm saying?
Dallas created their anchor by 2. They had 2 centers that they put together. They made their anchor and all that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Gotta have an anchor with Luka.
And that's why I was saying, like, he's Walker Kessler, like King said, he's a good defender. Nobody's saying he's not a good defender, but is he that type of defender where you know with your 2 guys on the outside having their deficiencies, is he good enough to pretty much fix all deficiencies single-handedly?
Is Luka and Austin gonna look like good defenders beside him? Or decent defenders beside him.
Yeah, and the problem is he going to be able to clean up their messes? And I don't. And without a Gordon like guy there, right? Because that took a lot of pressure off Joker, and they kind of ascended when they made that Gordon trade because it allowed, like you said, to clean that up. And you said you did center by committee. Yeah, you did center by committee with Dallas, and when you had AD, you had centers by committee, right? Mm-hmm. So early on, right? So it's one of these things where I just don't know. Like, I just don't know. So many things have to go well. And JJ has to probably have one of the greatest, you know, schemes we've ever seen. And I don't even think that's enough to make up for lack of athleticism. You're going to have the shooting and you're going to have probably a top 5 offense. Yeah, I don't think you have to worry about that. Defense is, I think the rebounding will might not be as bad. I think that the defense is going to be a problem. And I don't know if Walker Kessler is, well, as a matter of fact, I know Walker Kessler is not enough to clean that up by himself. And and especially like you said, Grimes on the perimeter, damn near by himself. If they keep Vando, he's got a lot of making up to. I'm probably one of the only people in the world to still like Vando. I just don't think he's ever been on a roster that he could truly be used correctly. Mm-hmm. Like if you put Vando on a San Antonio or an OKC, that guy is gold for a team like that, right? But if you put him on a team, you need to have 4 offensive just studs, and you can hide him on offense, right? But the Lakers never had, never used him right. The only time they ever used him right, believe it or not, the only guy who used him correctly of all was Darvin. Right, for that stretch when they got him to 23. Yep. Yeah, I mean, I believe it or not, like I know everyone hates him, but if you go back and look at Vando when the Lakers got him in that trade and how they used him versus how he's been used since, totally different. He was a total impact guy that second half of that year, and why they made the playoffs and went to the Western Conference Finals when he was in the starting lineup. He was a big part of that. He has not been the same player since because he has not been used the same since. And if you use someone like Vando incorrectly, he's useless. He's a one-trick pony. But you'll hear players in the league like Dillon Brooks and these other dudes, like he's got all the tools, man. I just don't understand how, why not. So I'm hoping that maybe they unlock something with them. But I mean, I don't know. I don't know. There's a lot of hoping. I don't know if it's going to happen.
Did Jonathan Isaac sign anywhere? I'm sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, he
back with Orlando.
Jonathan Isaac went back to Orlando for 1 year.
Okay.
That would have been a solid.
Yeah, I would say LA need to go.
Now I was gonna say, this is a question I definitely want to ask you, Jeff. What's your thoughts and what's your expectations for Austin Reeves? Because he got the contract,
right?
We know he's gonna be your second guy. What's your thoughts and your expectations for him?
AR is not a second guy to me. He never has been. I would love no.
Thank you, Jeff.
Yeah, I would love nothing more than be wrong on this, because it means.
I would too.
Yeah, I here's the thing. I like Austin. I really like Austin. So I feel bad when I say it, but I feel like there's people on two sides of the coin with Austin. They either love him or they hate him, right? They're either like, oh hell no, he's a 2, you're hating, or he's trash. He's not trash and he's not a number 2, right? So to me, if Austin, there was a point where I was like, man, he's not even a 3, right? He's a good player. He's a definite top 5 rotation player, but like if you're talking about a championship contender, a championship contending team, if this is what you're talking about, Austin Reeves as your number 2, I don't think that makes you a contender. Go back and look at any Lakers number 2, right? Like he's not even close to probably the worst number 2, right? He's nowhere near it. And I mean, who would even be the worst number 2, right? I mean, you had let's go back to Magic and Kareem, Kareem, Shaq, Kobe, and then Kobe Gasol, and then Braun AD, right?
Because you even had what's the name?
Dwight, he was like there for a while, but they didn't win.
Dwight, for a little bit, yeah.
What's back with Magic Johnson when Kareem left? Why can't I think of the name? James Worthy for a second.
Yeah, James Worthy.
James Worthy was number 2 for a second. Probably Paul Gasol.
Right. So Paul Gasol is and AR is nowhere near that, right?
No.
So it's
Hall of Fame.
And again, I like Austin Reeves. I do, and I feel bad, but I'm also not going to get up here and lie, and just because he's a Laker. I don't think that to me, like I said, I was even struggling to call him a third best option on a chip team. I think he might have gotten to a point where you can be like, okay, in today's league where it's somewhat watered down and talent is spread around, that maybe depending on the matchup, maybe you can win a championship with Austin Reeves as your third best player. I think I'm there now. I haven't been, but I think I'll give him that respect. But if he's your second best player, I continue to believe that you're not winning a championship. I don't mean that disrespectfully, because I like the guy.
He's an overachiever. You're not saying anything disrespectful.
Yeah. Right. But but it's taken as that. A lot of people take. So if you see like my comment section or I've literally gotten death threats over this take. Right. So
I believe it.
So my thing is like, I like Austin a lot. There's been a lot of players I've liked a lot, but wouldn't put them as a number 2. You know what I mean? No. So he's not.
I was going to say, I'm going to cut you off. No, I've been telling King this for the longest, man. At best for me, I see Austin as a 6-man.
Yeah, he more old school. He more old school 6-man. But I hear what Jeff was saying though, as far as the new school with the team being
positionless and all that.
Yeah. Number 3s aren't really number 3. It's really not a number 3 anymore. It's 3 by committee usually. Right. So yes, I agree with you, Jeff.
I had to take you hit it on the head there. I had to take the basketball I knew growing up away and look at where the basketball is right now. When you got guys that I think the last time we were on your show, we talked about like the guys that were labeled superstars that are not superstars, right? Yes. And we went back and we checked it all down. And so if you're calling some of these guys who aren't superstars, then Austin Reeves in that sense of what they label people in criteria is a star.
He's a star player. Yeah, right. He's a star player.
Player. So he's an all-star level player. He's never made one, but he's and he probably. He may get the votes this year just because the Laker brand, right? But
for the last year, yeah,
right. So that's just always been my thing with him. Like if you have him, for me, and I said the same thing you did for the longest time, bro. Like I would always say, like when he was on this team, I was like, I would love them to start Christie at the 2 and bring Austin off the bench, because you could put Max out there who can hit an open shot. And he can maybe at least make the other scorer on the other team work a little bit, so he doesn't go on an 8-0 run by himself. And then you bring AR off the bench for instant offense. You can bring him in 3-4 minutes into the game, and he can finish the game. Right?
Terry.
Right. Yeah. So and that's how I always like wanted it to be, right? But it just never really materialized that. And you hit it on the head again. Overachiever. He's outplayed every contract he's ever had. I don't think he's going to do this one, right? But now,
if he do, then y'all win.
yeah. But what I'm saying is, this is the first time where someone could say that he's overpaid, because he's never been overpaid. He's been underpaid. Now maybe he's not a $42 million player, but he definitely wasn't a $13 million player.
Hell no.
Right. So I would say that the market for Austin is probably somewhere between 20-ish, right?
I'd say 30. I'd have been fine. If y'all have gave him 30
last year.
Yes. I'm sorry. Yes.
So last year. So right now, my thing for Austin, I was saying between 25 and 30. Right.
If y'all gave him 30, I'd have been like, all right, y'all got him for 30.
And that's what they offered him out the gate, right? But
Detroit
messed it all up.
Detroit was going for him.
Yeah.
Right. So that's what it is. So it's, you worked with someone pays you, and just like you said with JB, like he wants to get his bread. I understand it. And he, for the first time in his career, people are going to have a legitimate beef with saying he's overpaid, and we'll see how he responds to that. This a lot of pressure, man.
You're going to have to score more than 23 in the playoffs now, man.
Right. And he has struggled when the competition goes up, the athleticism goes up, the
physicality,
aggressive physicality, aggression, all that goes up. And Austin it's because he just, the thing with Austin though, like what drove me, that's the difference between someone like Austin and D'Lo, right? The difference between Austin and D'Lo is that Austin cares. Like D'Lo's so lackadaisical, he don't care nothing. He doesn't, I missed a shot, whatever. Like Austin isn't a lack of effort thing. It's a lack of physical ability thing, right? He doesn't have the ability to go out there and hedge off a defender and get back. He doesn't have the ability to go out there and just go chest to chest with someone. He doesn't have the ability to go out there. He has to outsmart people. He has to outwit them. He has to beat them to their spots. He's crafty. He plays very, very hard. Everything that he has control over, he's great at, and he gives it his all. It's not his fault he's not 6'7" and can't jump out the gym. But there's nothing you can do to fix that, and that's the problem.
Jeff, Luka loves those guys. Your organization cannot talk. You cannot listen to Luka because you'll end up with Maxi Kleber for 50 years on your team if you listen to Luka. Like Luka loves those type of overachiever guys because in a way he's an overachiever in a way. Like you look at him, you like, man, he's not supposed to be like that. So I think he loves that, and he'll sit there with guys and tell you, I want Austin Reeves forever and play with him. And you'd be like, damn, Luke, I wish you just told somebody else. But he wants to try to win with him. So it is what it is, man. Y'all got Austin Reeves. I can't believe I gave him $40 million. I hope he outplays it. But damn, if he got to score, like I said, more than 23 points in the playoffs, man, that's going to be tough.
Right. No matter what he does in the regular season, it's not going to matter.
It does not matter. Yeah. He's just straight playoffs now. Even if he make the All-Star team, it don't matter. We waiting for the playoffs with Austin Reeves. He got to show up and do something in the playoffs. And a lot of Luka, the hate he getting for the defense and all, really, I think a lot be because of Austin Reeves too, but they don't really talk about that. Austin Reeves, they attack Austin Reeves. He's the number one guy they attack on that team.
They talk about it a lot out here. Like that.
I'm going to say on the national media, they hate Luka about it. We be like, man, that's just I'll be watching. It's like, damn, Austin Reeves, can you get a stop? They just sit there and over. They're like Austin Reeves.
Yeah, no, they constantly bring out how they hunt him out, how they go out. But they do that to star players too. They do that to a lot of star players. They did that to Steph. They did that to Harden. They did that. They've done that to a lot of guys. The problem is you have another guy back there that they can do it to too. So you can't switch. That's the problem. Yeah. So it's when you were getting like when you had guys that you were getting switched on, you had that other guard that can you would switch it up before, so you put him over there to try to trick him on the switch. So the Lakers can't really do anything with that, and that's going to be the problem. And
they're gonna pull up Luke and Austin pick and rolls all day. That's wild.
They're gonna score, man. They're absolutely gonna score. And there's gonna be games where they don't miss, and there's gonna be games where they don't hit anything. And they'll probably be somewhere in between the two. And like I said, if Kessler can give you a 20 and 10, it changes the whole season. It doesn't make him a contender still, no way. But they were never going to be a contender this offseason. There was no move to be made this year that was going to make them a contender. It just wasn't going to happen. Even if Braun came back, there was no move to be made to make them a contender. He would fit great on this team because you could slide him in as the 4. If he would have been willing to take the less money, like now apparently he is for other teams, then he would have fit in on this team.
That's the Relle, because I kept telling the Relle all the time. Braun was the guy if they could have kept him instead. But yeah, I agree with you, Jeff, 100%, man. This is gonna be a nice team for you. Like you got Luka, you're gonna be a top 6 seed no matter what. You know that
Right.
as long as he's healthy. But man,
I just get tired of seeing Luka have to do a carrying job every year. That's all.
and you know it's not happening in the draft, right? You know he's not getting help in the draft, so.
You're not getting help in the draft. You're not going to have cap space. All these guys this is the first time they've gone gung-ho on multi-year deals like this. So what I said last time, I was like, it's not going to be 2016 where you give a bunch of guys a bunch of money for a bunch of years and then they went and did it. And I was like, oh man, this better. But I don't think this is Miles Golf and I don't think this is Dang. I don't think it's that. But this ain't the Heatles. You know what I mean? It's like I don't even see this as a big three. You know what I mean? It's not even a big three. People can say a big three. I don't think there are any big threes anymore. Hey, this is two very skilled offensive guards with a subpar supporting cast that's going to require. And I think the Lakers overachieved last year, and if they don't come out the gate, they don't come out the gate with winning at least 12 of their first 20 games. It could be trouble. It could be trouble because you're Luka. You also got to worry about you got 3 guys. Your top 3 guys have injury histories.
Yep.
Right.
Yeah.
So if you get to a point where you got Luka AR out at the same time, which is possible because it's happened multiple times already.
I don't know what you do.
Yeah. You lose. That's it.
Yeah.
You lose.
You just lose.
You lose. Hey, Colin Sexton, go get up 30 shots. Go ahead. He's gonna love
man,
that.
he love that.
Quentin Grimes can win you
that.
1 in every 10 games. He can win you 1. Quentin Grimes can win you 1 every 10 games.
Right. But I'm just saying,
I've left you, Jeff. Yes.
Yeah, no. What I'm saying is he can get hot, right? He's capable of going for 30, right? But he's not going to average. He's average like 14, 30.
15,
he shoots like 33, 34%. I would expect his usage rate to go up, his touches to go up, his looks to go up. But now he's also playing in the West, and every single night is going to be brutal, and every single night there's guards everywhere. And it's going to be, we're going to know early. We're going to know quick. You're paying
$430 million between the 3 of them. That's why they call it the big 3. That's unbelievable, man.
Woo. Yeah, man.
And that's what Luka having a pay cut or getting screwed out of his money or whatever.
Yeah, the Supermax. Yeah.
Yeah, jeez.
Jaylen Brown's about the same thing's about to happen to him. So the team trading for him was going to end up in a much better situation than the team trading him, because once you're traded, you can't get a Supermax anymore. So Philly's like, okay, man, now if we keep him or whoever else signs him, they don't got to pay that number that Boston would have had to.
You got to have a certain amount of years, right, Jeff? So they can get your bird rights, right? It's like 2 years or 3
They got his
years.
bird rights because that you inherit bird rights when you trade for him. What you don't inherit is the Supermax.
Yeah, you can't do that.
So the only way you can sign
contract, I think.
Right. The only way you can sign a Supermax is if you're traded on your rookie deal.
On your rookie, okay.
That's it. Once you are on your first big contract and you get traded, even though you never hit free agency, you can't get a Supermax once traded.
So that's why most players usually sign the contract first, then say I'm.
That's what backfired on the league. They tried to put that Supermax in, and the guys was like, "Look, we're going to sign the Supermax and then just demand a trade."
Yeah, that's usually what happens now. Yep.
Right.
Right. All right, fellas, we can turn the page, man. We can go ahead and get to these questions, these comments, man. Before we do that, man, let's show love to the merch of the channel, yeah. Yes, sir, ladies and gentlemen. Listen, if you're interested in any of the merch of the channel, simply scroll down to the description box below. Click on the link to our site. If you guys are interested, members of the channel, you already know you get that permanent discount for being a member of the channel. Just our way of showing thanks to you guys for showing love to the channel in that special way. Go ahead and click on down at the description box down below, y'all, and check it out. All right, King, Jeff, let's get to it, man. Let's get into these questions, these comments, man. We can call it a night.
Sponsored by True Classic.
The most interesting customer came into True Classic today. A young man came in right when the doors opened and said he had a job interview in just 30 minutes. The challenge, or so he thought, he had about $150 to work with. Now, in most places, that's a fancy shirt, maybe some nice socks. But at True Classic, when you add more, you save more. So not only did I set him up with a pair of our 4-way stretch chinos, not only did I set him up with one of our white button-down shirts, I even helped him complete the look with one of our coach's jackets. All for just $130. So he found his fit, looked great for his interview, and I'm pretty sure he got the job too. That's true value.
Let's get this.
All right, man.
Y'all going through a heat wave over there in Dallas and LA right now? How hot did it get today?
It's
So
just
we
been
had it
nice.
yesterday. It felt like yesterday felt like
100 today out there. It was crazy.
We were in the 70s. Crazy.
Oh my
July 1st in the 70s.
Jeff, geez.
dang, boy. Hey,
Jealous,
bring that over here.
Yeah, man.
I had a hoodie on this morning, man.
Jeez, Latte says,
Look
what up,
nice.
guys? Hope y'all
What up,
doing
Latte?
well. What up, Latte? He says, is this worse than the Luka trade now? I feel it's there. What, Jaylen Brown?
Yeah, a lot of people killing Brad Stevens online right
This
now.
is
It's a bad trade, man.
It's bad.
Yeah,
It's not
that's bad.
Luka. It's bad though.
Yeah, it ain't Luka, but it's definitely
He's
bad.
still a conference final MVP and a finals MVP.
And the reason why it's not Luka is because people know they were shopping him, right? People knew
Yeah.
it wasn't a great trade, but I don't know if we'll ever see a shocking trade like that Luka trade ever
Yeah.
again. Like people are unfollowing the Boston Celtics in masses. People are changing
Yeah.
the name of their shows, right? Like people are like, it's
they
not.
knew that was about
it's-
to happen. Yeah, it was like
no,
they
it's
knew
nowhere near that. Yeah.
They're just mad at what they got.
what they got. Yeah,
return.
in return.
Yeah.
Right.
Nico had to keep it a secret from us.
Mm.
Let's see. Hold up. He said at least the Mavs got Max and later on got Coop. Yeah, but that
So
because
Coop
they
wasn't part of
trash,
that.
so yeah, like
Yeah.
Coop's not
Coop
included.
was
in
not
Luka.
part of that trade.
Yeah,
Nobody, they didn't trade him knowing they was gonna get the first round.
yeah.
First overall pick.
That made it even more of a failure because they got the first round pick or the first
Right.
pick.
Right.
Latte said this is an LL trade for me. Brown didn't get to become first option, and him calling MB flopper on Twitch
Mhm.
live, and Boston backs didn't get back. I guess so much. I don't think it's MB at the end though. Truthfully, I don't think MB gonna be in Philadelphia too much longer though.
I'm about to ask, do you think now they got JB and Maxey, but do you think they would look to dump him?
I would not dump
I-
him, but if it got to that point,
I think he'll be gone because JB about to get paid.
yeah, once it gets to that point of being
contract.
paid, that's
Yeah.
what. But as far as right now, I wouldn't just dump him. I'll let him play because it might be something interesting. But I don't think they're really worried about MB's like opinion as much no more. Like I think they're about to start moving forward, especially with getting rid of Daryl Morey as well too.
I'm about to add, did Daryl Morey save his career with this one? Or save
He
his
gone.
job with this one?
Yeah, he's
He got
gone.
fired, right? Yeah, he got fired.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
I'm
why I
right.
say Daryl Morey not there no more. So that's why
I'm worried about
Yeah.
him coming to the Lakers. I don't want him.
Oh
man.
my gosh, please no.
Ooh, man. Jeff, don't do that, man.
I don't want him, but he's kind of close to those Dodger guys. So that's why I'm kind of worried about it, but I don't think so.
You make
Oh,
sure
man.
Luka get an MVP though. Latte says Sixers got hella better by getting off PG contract. Boston stuck with PG for 2 years and got nothing but 2 first-round picks who might not be worth it. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Big J's a Glow Yard member. He says Nico is thanking Brad Stevens. Nah, Brad not losing his job over this. Latte says Brad and Nico having a face-off. Who's doing worse? Nah, Brad got a championship. Y'all gotta remember that. Nico didn't. Big J also says Rob Pelinka might have put the worst team around Luka. Walker 5-game, Kessler, Mamu, Grimes, Sexton, no Rui, no Smart, no defense, and still have dominating. Jeez. I think that's probably it's directed towards me, but it's probably directed towards you as well, Jeff.
I'm safe.
He's saying no draft picks. Yeah, that's crazy. They got rid of all their draft picks. I hate it when the Mavericks were like that.
Jeff, 7 years, man.
Well, no, they have
swaps.
picks.
Yeah, you got
Swaps.
some
They
swaps.
have picks.
What should I say?
You
Uncontrolled.
can't use them.
They just
You can't.
can't
Yeah, you
use-
can't. You can't
they
use
can't-
them.
They can't use just common miss. Yes, they can't use them until the draft. You can go into the draft and be like, "Hey, look, what guy do you want at 22? We'll take him and move him to you." Right? You just can't use it until the draft. It's not great, but it's not like you have 7 years without picks. They went through this. You know, the Lakers have been working like this. They've been doing this since 2018, right? Like they're comfortable in this space. But like I said, they can move something at the draft, like if they need to, and that's where
But
most
that's
of the
just for
trades
one
happen.
pick. And it would have had to be a great draft too, where you actually get something. You feel me? So
right.
It's a lot of man, Jeff. I mean, at least you got a team. Melissa says that was a great deal for Philly. She's a Glow Yard member as well. Shout out to Melissa. She's a New York Knicks fan. Div says it's all about picks. They believe the 76 is late. 2 first-round picks will be valuable in the future. Maybe. Saying rival team. Shout out to Chris in the house. Definitely check out Drip Show Shop. Said F Boston. Big J says, so Brown got less than Kessler. Walker Kessler. Kessler got 2 first-round picks and 2 swaps. Nico is moonwalking right now. Jeez, Walker Kessler did get more. They got more for Walker Kessler. That's unbelievable.
Yeah, man.
Hey, man, why didn't you just call the Lakers? Like you didn't have to take money. But the Lakers were locked in on a center. Like man, that
you think they traded Jaylen Brown to y'all for real? Just being the Boston Laker thing.
Either team.
Well, I mean, so it is a trade up to Philly. That's another one of they.
But it's not. But it's not.
But they've had more. I get it, but they've had more battles with Philly over the last 20 years than us.
Yeah.
You know
I mean,
that's
true.
But they
knocked them out last year.
Yes, but they hold on. Yes, I understand that. But y'all know they hold on to that whole rivalry. Me and Rel talked about that the other day. Like Boston, that whole Boston LA thing. Y'all ain't played each other but like one time since.
Let's get into this. We're gonna cover this real quick. I know Rel said call it night, but we need like at least 2 minutes on this real quick. Let me tell you something, because this bothers me with Laker fans all the time. Like they sit up here like the ops. There's only one ops, and that's the Boston Celtics. I'm like, have you heard of the San Antonio Spurs? Like, have you heard the team that has swept us more times? Like, if you think about the Denver Nuggets, right? The Phoenix Suns, like the Sacramento Kings for a stretch. We like the Boston Celtics and the Los Angeles Lakers have played twice since 1986.
Yep.
Right. Yep. The Boston Celtics have won 2 championships since 1986.
Yep.
Like they're not the ops, man. In my entire life, there's been no Lakers Celtic rivalry except for that. It's 2008 and 2010, right? So you know, at the end of the day, like there's other teams we have played and lost to the Detroit Pistons in the finals more than we have Boston in that stretch.
Facts.
You know what I mean? We've been swept by Denver more times in that stretch. The Utah Jazz in the 90s and early 2000s, but the San Antonio Spurs, that's what was driving me nuts. You had Laker fans out here rooting for the Spurs to beat the Thunder, and I'm like, that's worse than rooting for Boston to me. Because that was a rivalry in all of our lifetimes, and the Boston thing is a lore for our parents and grandparents. It's not our life. It's not our life. We inherited the beef, but there's no real beef. There's no real beef.
That's 60s, man. Like,
right. And as a matter of fact, we're making all of our trades and giving all of our picks to a guy who's actually involved in it.
Yep, Danny Ainge. That's the guy that's trying to get you.
Say he was the guy that made that all personal. He's the guy that stopped the Lakers from getting KG. He's the guy he's the guy. You know what I mean? It really died when Bird and all them retired. It didn't really pick back up again until Ainge got back to Boston.
Yep.
So the rivalry is more with Ainge at this point than the Celtics, and he's the guy giving us guys.
That's crazy.
I agree.
He did stop y'all from getting Garnett. I remember that.
Yeah, him and McHale linked up and stopped it. Right? Let me ask you this. Damn it.
Go ahead, Jeff. You good?
Let me ask you this, because Laker fans drive me nuts with this. Why is it okay? Why is it okay to say that Luka just fell in Rob's lap, but it's not okay to say that LeBron fell in Pat Riley's lap? Why is it okay to say? Why is it okay to say?
Hold on, Jeff. Time out. I believe you. Well, Vic, just humor me for a second. So you really think are Lakers fans really saying LeBron did not fall in Miami's lap?
No. Yeah, yes. They're saying that's all Pat Riley. Like they give. Look, Rob Pelinka has made some moves that you have to question. That's never been my beef. Rob Pelinka could get fired tomorrow, and I don't care. But I kind of fancy myself the slayer of false narratives, right? Them narratives, though, I always say. And my thing is this: if you're gonna sit up here and give Danny Ainge credit for getting KG, if you're gonna give Pat Riley credit for getting LeBron James, if you're gonna give Bob Myers credit for getting Kevin Durant, you have to give Rob Pelinka credit
the same credit
for getting Luka Doncic. That's my only beef in all this. It's like they're like, I also got these jackasses who'll be like, you gave away. This drives me nuts. The hypocrisy. You traded Zubac to the Clippers. You did that. No, that was Magic. Oh, but Pelinka was in the room. Okay.
No,
Well, then he got Anthony Davis.
Remember, Magic
No,
went
that
on
was
TV and
LeBron.
talked
He
about it.
was in
Remember that?
Rome. Right? You can't. This is what drives me nuts. Right? Play it both ways. Get him and cook him when he messes up. But when a good move is made by the team, right? He could have messed it up. He could have leaked the deal. He could have leaked that Luka was out there. The whole thing would have been killed, like Magic did when they killed the first AD deal.
Oh yeah. I remember that too. Damn, I remember that
his
too.
mouth shut. Magic couldn't get it done.
I agree with you, Jeff.
Jeff, listen.
I've been talking about your boy Pat Riley, saying like, that whole LeBron thing.
King's brother is a Heat fan. Yeah, so that's why
it's no shade. It's no shade. No. It's just like you can't have it both ways.
Yeah, it falls in his lap. But the Danny Ainge one, I want to give credit because Danny Ainge actually had to deal with his friend and all that stuff. They were.
I will give him credit for that.
You feel me? Like he had to do that.
I say this all the time, Jeff. I say this on the show all the time. People only going to give credit to the people they like.
Yes. If
they don't like you, he had nothing to do with it. But it has his name signed right here saying, I did everything. No, it's because of okay, well, if you don't like that person, they don't get no credit. If you love them, you're going to find every excuse in the book to get them credit or whatever. That's how it is. You know what I'm saying? So it's crazy. Oh, we got a super chat too, King. My bad.
Yeah. Oh, also make sure to say that Dallas swept LA too. Keep going.
They did.
Larry with the Glow Yard member with the $5 dough. No, he says, I honestly feel better as a Mad fan after JB trade. At least we aren't the only team in the NBA that torched the roster because of ego and delusions.
I feel you, man. I don't feel the same though. Jaylen Brown still got that trophy and gave him that number 18.
Right.
Yes. I maybe agree with what King just said. I see what everybody's saying because everybody's killing Brad Stevens right now.
Trying to feel better. I understand.
But at the same time, like we said a minute ago, we've been knowing for the last 18 years that JB was going to get traded. We already knew that already. Now, how he got traded and what he got traded for, that's a totally different situation, right? The way Luka got traded is nothing, like Jeff said, there's nothing in the history of basketball I could think of, probably in sports, that can match what happened. But nope, nobody saw that trade coming.
And he wouldn't have been able to announce that ahead of time.
Yeah.
Like they wouldn't have been able to say, like, we're putting Luke on the trading block. We went crazy, like we did afterwards. You feel me beforehand? So nah.
Yeah.
Nothing's touching that. Nothing.
Nah.
I can't even think of a second shocking deal that was even in the rear view of it. Because
a lot of them, Jeff, but once we already knew this was gonna happen. Like we knew they were trying to trade this person. It's just that what you got in the trade at the end, it's like, oh, okay, that's a little shocking or whatever. But yeah, I can't think of nothing.
The Saints trading all them picks for Ricky Williams.
But that was out there.
Yeah, you're right.
That was out there because when the trade failed, he was publicly thanking Mike Ditka for trying to make the deal. You know what I mean?
Maybe I'm probably reaching with this. Maybe the Herschel Walker trade.
I was gonna say, but then y'all made out from that though. You feel me? It wasn't. So would it be? You feel me? Like Herschel, y'all end up making up.
Minnesota side.
But Minnesota was happy. You feel me? They were happy they were getting Herschel Walker. You feel me?
Right.
Like they were like, damn,
they thought they won the deal.
The Cowboys got all the picks, which ended up being great. You feel what I'm saying? So it's not even like that.
But at that time, though, matter of fact, I learned all this because I watched that documentary. So at the time, the Cowboy fans were hot.
Yes, they thought it was going to be like that.
Walker was considered the best running back in the league or whatever when it happened. So, but yeah.
But now what I'm saying with hindsight and all, it's not like that because of what ended up happening. Y'all got Emmitt Smith, you feel me, and Michael Irvin, right? With that?
Yeah, Michael Irvin and all that. Yeah.
Like, you got a lot of them. I think Troy Aikman was the only one that was there at the time, right?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, he was there first because Mike came with Jimmy.
Yeah.
He said, Big J said, I heard Brad consulted with Mark Cuban for the smartest guy in the room classes. Jeez, man. Jeez.
Boy, been quiet, man. What's up?
Yeah, see Div over there just putting down what they got. Let's see. Chris said Rod did what he had to do. I guess Rob.
Rob, Rob. This year, like Rob did do what he had to do. Years past, fillet him, get him, cook him.
Yeah.
But you got to give him. Like I'm telling you, King, like they couldn't have punted this year.
I know. I'm with you. That's what I'm saying. I know.
No, they couldn't. You're right.
He had to. I just hate that he put himself behind the 8 ball so much.
Yeah.
I had to make this move because I know he had to, but I don't think this move is gonna save his job. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I do think Robert Pelinka's will eventually be gone.
I don't think there's anything. Huh?
Is this it?
He don't. It's nothing. So I
there's nothing saving his job.
Stuff.
Even if he got like a new regime's coming in, they're going to pick their guy. Rob's done. What a lot of people don't understand is Rob is part of the transition team. They actually like him, right? Because they a lot of people don't know this. The Lakers almost sold in 2021. It was almost done, right? But they came in and said, okay, look, we're gonna buy out AEG, which was the owner of Staples Center. We're gonna take over their shares and we're gonna insert a right of first refusal on a purchase, right? So we can sort some things out. Right? He does a business move that acquires basically $10 billion and then 4 months later buys the Lakers for essentially $10 billion evaluation, right? So this was already in the works. There is a reason why the Lakers were only doing short-term contracts, 1-2 year contracts, where they kept keeping LeBron because they were making more and more money, more cash flow, more and not spending long-term. They were keeping it clean for a sale, right? So in regards to that, Jeannie and Mitch were operating under what the incoming owners wanted in order for the purchase. So a lot of people don't understand like a lot of the stuff that was going on in the background there, right? So Rob, this isn't no defense of him. I want to be clear about that because there's still guys who operate on a shorter leash that make better moves. I want to be clear about that. The order was don't go past 2 years. He could have got better players and made better draft choices than he did, even working under that. So I want to be clear about that, right? But the reason being is like he's already been doing this transition for them, right? So this is all. That's why he got his extension. Like you're going to get another part of it. You're going to get a bonus in the sale. You're going to get all this. You're going to be taken care of because you were loyal to Jeannie, right? So you're gonna be taken care of. But the second that they go full-fledged and fully move in, he is out of there. He's gone. No matter what he does, he could have landed Anthony Edwards this offseason. He was still going to be out of there. That's coming.
Just wish he'd have left you more, man.
I get it. But what I'm saying is what I'm saying is like and I don't agree. I don't disagree with that. I'm just saying like this is something that no matter what happens, the Lakers just need to find what makes the Dodgers model so special. And this is what also drives me crazy about Laker fans. They think because they know Mark Walter's name that they know how he operates, and they don't have the slightest clue who this man is. They have no idea. They're just happy he's not Jeannie, but they don't understand who he is or what he does. All right. So Mark Walter literally does nothing. All right. He picks the guy to run it like Mickey Arison does with Pat Riley. All right. And then they get there in Ellsberg and you got Spo and it goes all the way down like the Dodgers do with Friedman, Gomes, Roberts and all that. He picks his president and then that guy does all the work. Right. Yep. So Mark Walter is this big, like godly figure all of a sudden in Lakerland, and they have no idea. They're never going to know what this guy or who he is. He's not going to be part of it. You know what I mean? So he's just the bankroll. He's the cash flow. He's the bank. Whoever he picks, the biggest free agent signing over the next 20 years for the Los Angeles Lakers is whoever their president is going to be. That's the guy because they threw the Godfather offer at Friedman and got him out of Tampa Bay. Can they do that with Presti? I don't think so. Okay, so
they got Sam Presti.
Who's the next? Who's the other guy than Presti? There's only two guys I can think of. There's only two guys.
Do y'all operate the right way for Presti? Before you say that, isn't Presti more draft based?
He's draft based because he wasn't finance based. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So he built it and built it and
I'll
built
tell
it.
you that before King about the smaller market.
So what he did was he took on all those bad contracts for picks, took on all those bad contracts for picks, and then struck when it was time. But there's only three guys that I can think of. I don't even think that you guys got him, but I don't hold him in the top three. Najir. I don't hold him in the top three. Yeah, not now. Like I think he's had too many bricks, and then he had a. So okay, let me give the three names, and let's see. One of them took some dents today. One of them took some dents today, and that's Brad Stevens. I think Brad Stevens is an excellent president. I think he's excellent. Number two, obviously, number one is Presti. To me, he's the best executive in the league. Is Presti. Number two is actually I really like Conley. I really like Conley, and he's in Minnesota. He built Denver and Minnesota, right?
Yep.
He built a team that won a chip, and he's building a team that's going to contend for one in two separate cities. And for me, and the third one was Stevens, right? Now,
what about Buford?
So RC Buford, I like him. He's never leaving. Never, ever. I think you could get Presti before you could get Buford.
I agree.
I think he's had a great run, but Pop was also a big part of that. And so Presti's, now he has people that have helped him. He's had some good assistants, but he's the guy, right? Conley's the guy. So Stevens is the guy. These guys built championship teams, right? And if they could get one of those three guys or some next upcoming guy that no one's ever heard of and he becomes that caliber, I don't know who that guy is because we don't know him yet. But that's going to be the biggest thing. Whoever the Lakers get to run their basketball operations is going to be bigger than any player signing, because when you're talking about Guggenheim and Walter and all them, they got Stan Kasten, who ran the Atlanta Braves back in the 90s. He ran the Atlanta Hawks, won Executive of the Year in the NBA and MLB. That's what the Dodgers got. Right? So
in other words, you trying to get another Jerry West.
They need whoever
RIP.
Yeah, RIP. That's the biggest focus, and it's the only reason why Jeannie and Rob is because they haven't found that guy. They're not just going to go out there and get like a Lawrence Frank. They're not going to do that. They're going to wait this out until they find their carpenter who can build this, right? And that's what it all is about. I don't think Jeannie really is gone until the new TV deal. When they get their new TV deal, that 15%,
everybody gone.
No, 31. No, the Lakers deal. So that's in 2031. Okay. So when the Lakers get their new deal, that's going to inflate the worth even more. They're going to make so much money off that remaining 15%. So they're going to get the $10 billion that they got the evaluation plus whatever they get for that 15 bill with the new TV deal, and then she's gone. Right? I don't know how long she'll be in the role of what she is right now, but I don't think she sells her shares until then. So Pelinka will be gone before then. Pelinka maybe has 2 seasons left, and that's even maybe stretching it, right? So, but he's there to be the transition, and that's what he's doing.
I feel you.
Got another super chat from Larry with $5 dono. He says, "No, I'm not excusing the Luka trade. We deserve to be laughing stock for years, but at least Boston is right beside us to join in the misery."
I feel you. Nah, man. Like I said, I feel you. Anything to make you feel better. I understood. Chris also said, if you haven't heard by now, LA sports teams say F them picks. Y'all usually F them picks. I know. Daniel Berry, what up, Daniel Berry? Says up everyone every Wednesday.
So Daniel,
what up?
Definitely check out his channel for all your sports highlights. Jamal says Lakers are going to have to score a lot of points per game. Yeah. They probably are. They're going to score about 115, 120. Y'all might get to. That might be crazy. Zashawn said the Sixers just became a contender, and I think that's going to potentially affect LeBron's decision. The East is tough this year. Yeah, the East.
Yeah, they got LeBron kind of linked to the to the 76ers right now.
Ooh, LeBron, come on, get the hell out of here, Bron. Trying to ring chase, huh? I see you, bro. I see. Do your thing. I mean, I'm not mad at him. He's 40, 43 or whatever, bro.
40,
if you're not gonna retire, go ring chase. You never be Michael Jordan, but it's what it is.
That ship's already sailed.
Yeah, it's done. Once you're no longer number one. You can't be better than Michael Jordan. That's done. Dave says I actually love that they let Luke Kennard walk. He is so bad. I saw that guy high from a rebound as if he was going to get hurt by the ball. Forget it, jeez, dude.
For $6.5 million, man. You find a dead eye shooter, man. Dead eye shooter.
Dave says I think LeBron will resign with the Lakers in the end.
Nah, you gone.
I don't think that's gonna happen, Dave. I think they split. LeBron put the message out and all that stuff. I think it's over.
Mm-hmm.
Tank said the Lakers defense is horrific. Richard says Lakers still need a Josh Minot and a Leonard Miller, both small forwards, one 6'8" and the other 6'10". Search and Destroy says sup all. What up?
What up?
Let's see. He says I'm happy with all the moves. Yes, we did overpay. Agree, but Lakers not finished. Not so doom and gloom. Shout out Benoit or Chris Benoit with no pick.
Lawyer with another $5 dough. No, Gloria member. He's also believe Luka and Lively sued the Mavs for negligence in handling their careers and health. So please don't think I'm capping with them. Yeah, man. No,
it's like
no, we got
Bagley
you.
Bagley went to the Nuggets.
Yeah, it was another 1 year.
That's a good pick.
And the Lakers talking to Kuminga. I don't know what his market is, but
I mean, that's a good pickup for you.
That's probably not a bad.
I mean, Luka would take that. You got one, yeah. Luka would take that then.
He's not
possibly like a top 4
yeah.
seed. Like if you add Kuminga, like that's how good Luka is. You guys are overachieving that, but I still wouldn't take y'all as like a championship favorite though.
There's no move out there that makes him a championship favorite. There's none. Not this year.
Y'all got Herb and Trey Murphy both this offseason or something like that though. I might have been like,
that'd have been cool, but then they would have no big. You know what I mean? It's like no matter what you did, there was no moves to do it. There was no moves to make it happen.
You couldn't.
You rob Pelinka.
Yeah. Let's see. Div says, I still think Pelinka is looking at this with the mindset that Luka will be tradable next year if he doesn't agree to extend, and we'll use him to get a ton of picks back by pinning OKC and the Spurs.
I mean, I don't think that's the plan, but that's the nuclear button to completely reset your franchise.
It's that red button. Damn, Luka. Class 88 say 4 to 5 Lakers starters are white. Yes. Jeez.
The pigment program.
Yeah, Zashawn says, notwithstanding LeBron's decision to defend the champion New York Knicks are probably the 3rd to 4th best team in the Eastern Conference. Ooh.
3rd to 4th best team in the East?
Yeah, I don't know.
Playing with confidence, playing with the confidence of the champion?
With Jalen Brunson and all that stuff still? Like, nah. They did lose Mitchell Robinson. I think that is going to hurt him a little bit.
Yeah, he went to Boston.
We'll see. Yeah. Boston about to go win the championship on the low, y'all don't know. That's the same thing he said. Drips, shout out to Chris again. He said, y'all got to believe in Kessler. I'm trying to, Chris.
I want to believe that he's an all-star. I want to. And again, I think he can get to 2010, man. If he does, this team's a whole different league.
I hope so, Jeff. Like I'm not gonna. I don't see 20 and 10 Walker Kessler, but if he does, I'm gonna make sure I and give you credit, Jeff. I'm like Jeff said, man, on the show that Walker Kessler was gonna be a 20 and 10 guy. It'd be awesome. Search said we're fine. All these people tripping, saying it's Chris and all. I mean, like I say, fine. It depends on what your definition of fine is. Search, y'all gonna make the playoffs and all that stuff, but Lakers should want to win championships, right?
I don't know if he's talking about us or just Laker fans in general.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Maybe. Yeah, because Laker fans are tripping. There's a lot of dudes tripping right now. Like so.
He was saying
it's a lot.
Okay. I got you. Understood.
Search is usually more direct if it's at you. Like he was Jeff, you stupid. Jeff, you tripping. Like, you know what I mean? He's like,
he come on our channel kind of be direct to us sometimes. Search and destroy.
Andrew Ward says, "Hello, fellas. Do you think LeBron's going to be a Warrior or a Cav or a Heat?"
Oh, good question. Now it's not a cop-out answer, Andrew. I really don't know because every day we're starting to hear like them pulling in a certain direction. Like right now, remember at one point it was the Heat at first. Now it was the Warriors. Now I'm hearing more of the Cavs because of the whole farewell tour, him being where it all started and all that type of stuff. So and then also Harden maybe taking a pay cut to free up cap space for LeBron, all that type of stuff. So I have no idea, man.
You know what team I don't understand why they're not taking him serious for LeBron is Denver.
Oh, not they
No, but I'm talking like not like I think that like people don't realize how close he is to that owner. Kroenke is the owner he's closest to in the league. Maverick Carter and Rich Paul have a lot of business with Joker's business guys. Like they're on yachts together every offseason. Like they spend a lot of time together choosing to. Like not like, you know what I mean? So I think that's more of a threat than people think. I don't know if he's gonna go there, but I mean you add him to that team and you're you know what I mean? So it's like I think that's more the best option for him. Like if these teams had interest in him, would have been the Spurs or Thunder. Like that would have been the best option for him.
Yes.
But neither one of those teams had any interest, right? So
I thought it was going to be the Warriors, but after that whole Anthony Davis thing with the Wizards saying no, they're not getting rid of him. I said they were going to try to make a super team again, like do some old LA type. It doesn't work, but they were going to try to do it and all that. I don't think they're going to do that again now. Now that Anthony Davis not going, bro. If he goes, Eduardo, if you watch it, I know you're going to say I'm hating on Luka, even though I'm not hating on Luka. If he goes to Denver, him and the Joker are a better combination than Luka and the Joker would be. because he's more athletic and all that. So just the way he plays and running the floor and catching passes and all, he plays a better defense than Luka Doncic does. It is what it is. So,
let's get a few more in.
Richard says 3 and 4 is an issue right now, Jeff.
It is.
And I think you said, was that kind of play available? No, it wasn't, Chris. That's the issue. It wasn't available, but now you got a guy for 4 more years. I don't know. You'll see. Like I said, I hope Walker Kessler is everything y'all need him to be. Big J said, y'all talking Kessler 20 and 10 like he is dominating or something.
That's not dominating. I mean, 20 and 10.
That's to me.
King, man.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He's telling to me.
Oh, okay. I don't know.
Throwing shots
Hey,
domination.
you said that, and he be addressing it toward me on what's the name. I'm like, bro, I didn't say that.
On what? Cause we geek.
Yeah, I'm like, Big J, I didn't say it, man. Why you keep addressing it toward me? So your boy Aiden, I didn't say it.
He loves that Aiden. Big J, like I got one right. I'm rubbing it in y'all face. Jeez, pause. And let's see. Big J said Ken Walker Kessler. Oh, he's not as good as Booty Gobert. I don't think he's as good as him either. Man. But we'll see.
Defensive wise.
Defensive wise. Offensive wise, we got to see Walker Kessler be. Like I say, incomplete on the offensive side, but defensive side, he's not Rudy Gobert. Rudy actually be good with y'all team right now. I'd actually be fine with Rudy on the Lakers.
Oh yeah, he would.
Let's see, a couple more. Richard says Jeff Austin is a sixth man. I think he meant. You know it.
I mean, we both said about he could be a 6-man off the come as a guy to come in and get buckets, but I think he's better than the 6th best player on the team.
Yeah. Yes. Kind of like Manu Ginobili, like you said, and Jason Terry. Yep. D Star said Lakers could have used those picks to get Aaron Gordon and Nick Claxton. Why you sigh, bro? That was why you sigh.
We don't know that. We don't know they could have. Yeah.
Jeez.
Well, I'm gonna say Nick Claxton. I mean,
they. How much he not making as much Walker Kessler though.
No, he not. Nobody make what Kessler making right now.
You could. I mean, let me ask you this, Jeff. If I read this question, would you rather have Walker Kessler or Daniel Gafford?
I know what Gafford is. I don't know what Kessler is. I'll take the ceiling of Kessler right now over Gafford.
Okay.
Big J said Austin Reeves does not get the respect of a cool nickname. He is a third option on a team with excellent defense. He would not have been great with Boston before the trade.
Oh yeah, yeah. If he was a third option on like a team with a bunch of wing guys, and Austin Reeves would be money. But because he doesn't have that,
Yeah. Dave says, I know people saying Draymond didn't take the play option because he wants LeBron, but I wonder if he did that to make sure he doesn't get traded and his money goes to LeBron. I don't know what's up with Draymond Green, man. I ain't gonna lie.
That is playing the system in a way. It does ensure that he cannot be traded until 6 months after he signs his new deal. So,
I mean, I could say they clutch. I wanted to read this. Let me read Big J first to get this last question. Big J said the Lakers could roll out a lineup of Luka, Austin, LaRavia, Sandro, and Kessler.
I think we'll see that lineup at times, but I don't think that'll be the starting lineup.
You got to Quentin Grimes in that lineup, man.
Yeah, Grimes. Oh no, I mean they're gonna need some type of defense. They may try Vando initially if he's not gone and see how terrible that is. But Luka's gonna be playing the 3. Like Luka's gonna. So you're gonna see a lot of you're gonna see a lot of Colin Sexton. Yeah, you're gonna see a lot of So I mean, I think man, LaRavia is a guy. LaRavia is a guy who I haven't closed the door on him, man. It's still a value deal, $6-something million. If he could, he had flashes last year, he did. I like Sandro, I like these guys, but I can't have Sandro. You can't have Luka, Austin, LaRavia, Sandro, and Kessler in the starting lineup. You just I don't foresee that happening.
Yeah. I think he's just making fun of saying it'd be just a 5 white man guy.
Right. The Glory Road lineup. Yeah, the Glory Road before the final game.
If they go out, man, hold up. The world would be at war. America really be at war to go win this championship. Really, stuff all over the place. If they, man. And last but not least, Big J said, looking like the basketball scene from movie 43.
Oh my God, that movie was trash, bro.
Movie 43 so stupid that I like it, bro. Pause. Like I can watch it just because it's so dumb, bro. Like it's
Some of those dumb movies just get you because you don't gotta think. You don't gotta think. It's just like, all right, it's your dumb.
So bro, they made you know why they made that movie, right? Because all those actors that was in that movie.
Somebody something, didn't he?
Yeah, they owed the director. Yeah, that's why they all did it or whatever. So
bro, that's a crazy ensemble cast, bro.
Yeah,
have that kind of trash, man. That's crazy.
I was like, I'm thinking with all them folks in there, I'm thinking, man, this movie gonna be the best movie of all time or something.
Got Hugh Jackman, the testicles on his chin and all that, bro.
I was like, that was trash, bro. Yeah. But listen, man, we definitely appreciate Jeff joining us, man, for this conversation. Like I said, man, Lakers make some moves this offseason here today. We talked about the Jaylen Brown trade, so y'all let us know what y'all think about that. If you already did already. Listen, we will be back here on what's today? Wednesday. We'll be back on Friday morning. Yeah, so we'll be back Friday morning. So we'll probably be talking about the rest of the trades, I guess, and the other moves and stuff like that, man. It happened right now in the NBA. Kind of doing like a little recap of that. Kind of going over that.
Maybe Brown might be somewhere. Maybe.
Let's hope so. Let's hope so, man.
We'll gonna happen as soon as we log off tonight. But
yeah,
I know, right? Yeah, click in. LeBron, like, oh, here we go. But yeah, man, go ahead, hit that subscribe button, man. Join us here, like I said, every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday as well. Hit them likes for us too, if you can. And also, too, if you guys want to become a member of the channel, like we saw BJ here on the screen, hit that join button right there next to the subscribe button, man. Consider becoming a member of the channel. Also, different perks and stuff comes with it as well. Also, too, follow me, Big J, BA, and Cuz on Cuz We Geeked, where we talk about all things in the geek culture involving movies and television. First 3 episodes of X-Men 97 dropped tonight. I'm about to go finish the 3rd episode here. King says, shut up and get on the show. So I'm going to go finish on the 3rd episode, man. And so far, so good, King.
How many y'all? 4 of them? I might watch today.
Not 3.
When I get up there. 3? Okay.
Yeah. So, yeah, we're going to be talking about the first 3 episodes on Saturday, yo. So go ahead and watch that. Join us over there on Cuz We Geek, man. Like I said, we talk about Marvel, DC, Star Wars, Harry Potter, Aliens, RoboCop, whatever it is, y'all. We talk about all that over there on Cuz We Geek. We have shows every Tuesday evening and Saturday morning. Kings, anything else I'm forgetting?
Share more, guys. Also, if you're in the WWE, wrestling, MMA, boxing, that type of content, follow myself, Queen, Travis, BA, and sometimes Devin on We Talk Combats. We talk all things combat sports and sports entertainment. I like to call us the best, brightest, and the blackest combat review show there is on YouTube or anywhere else. Come on over there. We do watch-alongs in Discord all throughout the week for all type of wrestling content. Sometimes doing on YouTube as well. And then we have review shows on Sunday afternoons around 3 p.m. So, like I said, in the WWE, if you want to watch WWE, some PLEs, some SmackDowns and Raws and all, come on over to Discord. Come on over and subscribe to the channel and all. Help us out over there and all. We appreciate you. We'll see you over here on Friday. And the floor is yours, Jeff, man. Let the folks know what you up to and all before we get out of here.
Oh, first of all, I appreciate you guys for having me. I always love coming on here. I feel like we always put on a good show and have great chemistry. So I appreciate y'all.
Thanks.
Just Empire Jeff TV everywhere. YouTube, Twitter, X, IG, TikTok, Twitch, Kick. I mean, like literally everywhere. Empire Jeff TV. That's the handle there. So had been predominantly been doing baseball in the Dodgers, for the last year and a half. But I'm kind of I kind of took a little vacay from basketball because my team was going for a 3-peat in baseball, and so I've been locked in on that. But something in these NBA finals, man, the New York Knicks, a little engine that could woke me up, man. It woke my little NBA heart up, and I'm back. So I'm excited to get back to covering basketball. Little rusty, but I'm finding my way back and getting caught up with everything again. So appreciate y'all. Make sure to you can find me talking either baseball or basketball or all kinds of nonsense in any of those places. And got to get you guys over there soon, man. Got to get you guys over there.
Let us know.
I got something.
You already know.
Yeah, but I've been trying to launch something for about a year and a half. Right when I was about to stop doing basketball, which was unintended. I had something I was about to launch, like another kind of show / segment, and you guys would be like the first ones I had on.
You did tell about that. I remember that. Yeah.
Yeah. Then baseball just kidnapped me. it just dropped me off on the porch again. So yeah. So I definitely got something I want to talk to you guys about behind the scenes to get you on that. I think it'll be fun, and go from there. So appreciate you guys as always.
My O's are trash, right? But they should have swept y'all.
Yeah, exactly.
They should have swept y'all, man.
Yeah,
I was ready to come and say,
we almost got swept by the broken clock. They were right twice today, but they weren't right on the third.
You're right. Y'all embarrassed this other game. We should have won that game too. Jeez.
We should have. It'd be that way. But now we're on a heater. Since then we've been on a heater right now. And we just got
y'all the favorites. Y'all gonna be the favorites to win it again, man. We already know. Jeff is all right, man. We know you're gonna possibly be in the World Series, probably winning it again if all.
Hey man, I'm about to get I'm hopefully about to get my second three-peat in two different sports for my city, man.
That's crazy, man.
I am like,
must be nice.
Can't begin to explain how exciting this. That's why I got so obsessed with baseball, because this doesn't happen in this sport like at all. Like it's hard in any sport, but in baseball,
shoot, what? Is it the Yankees?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
And Shohei about to solidify himself, man. Yeah. It's about he getting close. Y'all three-peat. It's gonna be pretty close. He gonna say he the greatest, man. Like that's crazy.
Oh, and one more thing too, man. Prayers to you and your family, Jeff.
Oh, thank you.
Passing on your grandmother.
Yeah.
So yeah, definitely prayers to you, man. Like I said, we definitely appreciate you, man. You already know, man. You're all welcome anytime. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Like you said, we always have a good time, man. We almost 2 hours. Keep beginning about the whole hour thing, but you know what I'm saying. So yeah, we definitely appreciate you, man. It was
all the stuff in the description too, bro. I want to add that as well. That he said
everything.
All the stuff in the description,
Yeah, all his stuff is in the description box, yo. But no, I did stop at you. I stopped by your show yesterday, Jeff. I was like, hold on, whoa, Jeff talking what now?
Yeah, I saw you over there. Appreciate it. That was my first basketball live in a minute. Like I've been, I'm telling you, I'm like, I'm gonna get back in. I'm gonna get back in. It's time. It's time. Like I've got my baseball. I got my baseball audience built up now. I got my NBA. I brought a lot of people over to baseball, like that never watched it. So that's kind of dope. My baseball is my first love. So to get them kind of over to there and then now coming back to it, now it's cool. Now I can get my channel to where I wanted it to be.
Pretty easy when your team is winning everything, you know.
Nah, but then we went through like 30-something years of hell, man. Like
you did. That's what I said. I'm not mad at you, man. Like you deserve it, and all. I just wish my O's. I want to see a World Series so badly.
I still think y'all should have won against Houston, but we ain't gonna talk about that.
Oh man,
yeah. But yeah, listen now. Appreciate y'all. Hit them subscribe button, hit them likes. Follow Jeff over on Empire Jeff TV as well. Got the links down in the description box below, y'all. It's your boy Relle. Got my boy King, Cap and Crown, NBA podcast, guys. We'll be back here on Friday, same cap time, same Crown channel.
No cap.
Cap and Crown. Listen, man. What you need to do is go ahead and give your boy Rob Pelinka a 10-year extension.